You've got two picks in the UFC 296 specifically. Talk to us about them.
That's right, Sia. UFC 296, so much on the line here. Couple titles, and you guys will have to stick around till Big Pick Energy on Friday to get my main card picks along as well on HQ. But for now, I'm going with some prelim picks on this stacked card, and there's going to be great fights top to bottom. So tune in from the opening bell. First off, we're going to go with an underdog that I like, that I feel is mispriced. I'm going with Alonzo Menafield at plus 225. You guys know I like to bring plus money to the show. And let's keep trying it out. Even though my dog last week didn't hit, not going to stop me from going back to the window with another one. He's taken on Dustin Jacoby in this matchup. And both of these guys, I don't think they've ever faced a fighter quite like the other one with their style makeup. Jacoby is a technical kickboxer, comes from Glory Kickboxing, so long background in that. And he's coming off a really nice knockout win in his last fight, where his opponent Kennedy Nzechukwu just kind of rushed him. Jacoby stepped back with that right cross, angling off, sort of like Sean O'Malley to Aljamain Sterling, and knocked him clean out. I think the market has overvalued him now because of that gorgeous first round knockout. Alonzo Menafield, his opponent, is a dangerous fighter with tremendous physical strength and a distinct grappling advantage, I feel. So while Jacoby might be much better at range, he can control the distance and control the fight. If Menafield crashes with that explosive power and his physical strength and grappling, he can make it tough on Jacoby, who's taken damage kind of poorly in a couple fights recently. So for that price tag, I'm taking Alonzo Menafield and a number of other underdogs on this card that you're going to want to read my articles on SportsLine for.
We know you teased it yesterday. You gave us some picks for UFC 296 yesterday, and you teased that today you were coming onto the show to give out, I don't know if it's your entire card or some big heavy hitter plays on your card. So it's finally time to get back to UFC 296 main card picks.
It's time for the main event. See, I got the co-main and main event picks. So there's a truck backing up next to me or something, so I'm going to battle through it. Hopefully it doesn't bleed into the microphone here, because we have an unbelievable UFC 296 card, and you guys aren't going to love who I'm picking for the main event. He's not endeared himself to fans, and at the press conference, he said some pretty heinous things, but I'm not betting on the person. I'm betting on the fight, and I'm taking Colby Chaos Covington at plus 140 to defeat Leon Rocky Edwards in the main event. He's doing his classic psychological warfare. He said some terrible things. He got Leon Edwards to react, and I think that's the beginning of what he needs. Look, really more than anything, it's relentless wrestler against highly technical kickboxer. And what I'm looking at is the over 4.5 rounds set at minus 200, meaning odds makers very likely see this going the whole way. Man, I can see this coming down to a 48-47, highly competitive, highly close decision. Leon landing low kicks, jabs throughout the rounds, and then Colby landing his takedown, securing control. If it does come down to that, the backdrop appears favorable for Covington. I want a Colby Covington ticket in my pocket if we're going to decision. So that's how I'll play the main event. Co-main event, fantastic flyweight title bout. Alexandra Pantoja taking on Brandon Royval. I wanted to bet on Royval, guys. I'm a big fan of his. Explosive, unorthodox attacks. I like the way the kid fights. But what makes him great, makes him vulnerable in this matchup against Alexandra Pantoja, who I'm going to take by submission or decision. This is a double chance prop, and you can find two different methods of victory, combine them together to beat some juice. Pantoja's normal line is minus 190. You can get it down to minus 115 if you pick these two methods. And I think this is what's likely to happen. Against an explosive attacker like Royval, if he throws a flying knee and falls, or throws a spinning back fist and misses, he might end up getting his back taken or get taken down. And if you get your back taken by Pantoja, you can only hope to survive the round. In fact, these guys fought 2 years ago, and Pantoja rear naked choked him. You got to think that Royval maybe made some adjustments, but in 31 pro fights, Pantoja has never been knocked out and has never been submitted. He's too tough and too sound everywhere for me to bet against him in a championship 5-round fight.